Hello, good morning, welcome. My name is Jade, and I'm a professional body piercer with just under 3 years of experience, and I pierce in Buckley, Washington. And welcome, you found my channel. Go subscribe, or like this video, or whatever. I don't know. Do the thing, please. You don't have to either. So I like to do a little series, or I've done a little series so far. This is my third video? Fourth? It's one. It's one of the things. Okay, so this is my next video. Today I'm planning on talking about why you don't turn your jewelry. So there's this old wives' tale that you are supposed to twist and turn your jewelry while it's healing in your fresh piercing. And that's not true at all. So I do my makeup in these videos. That's not the focus of the video. It just gives me something to do and makes me try and multitask, I guess. I'm really just making it harder on myself, but I thought it would be interesting. Alright, so here we are. I'm doing my makeup. I already put on my eyebrows and my foundation, and it's okay. Yeah. Sweet. Okay. So there is an old wives' tale that you are supposed to twist and turn your jewelry while your piercing is healing. So there's a few misconceptions with that. The main reason that places like Claire's or any place that pierces you with a piercing gun will try and tell you to twist or turn your jewelry is mainly because they're trying to keep your jewelry from embedding in your ear. And that's a specific to Claire's or getting pierced with a gun problem. So I'm gonna have another episode specifically on why piercing guns are bad, but at this point let's just focus on the fact that piercing guns are equipped with a piercing stud, right? So it's a slightly pointed, basically blunt object that they're forcing through your ear at a high velocity, right? So it's supposed to be sharp. It's not. It's just pointed. Pointed and sharp are two different things. So they put this pointed stud in this gun and they force it through your ear. So that already doesn't sound good, right? Well, that stud is also a one-size-fits-all scenario. And guess what? Human bodies are not one-size-fits-all. I've seen... I've had earlobes as thin as a 1/4 inch starting off. Very, very thin. I've had earlobes as thick as 7/16 of an inch starting off. So to try and do a one-size-fits-all, you're going to end up with a lot of people that have jewelry that's embedding itself because there's not enough room for swelling. So even if, say, you have 5/16 of an inch thick earlobes, normal, just standard, you know, that's how thick your earlobe is, right, from front to back, right, this way. If you put 5/16 jewelry in there initially, it is going to swell and need more space than that, right? So you would have put something in there that was the exact length that the tissue needed without any swelling. When you cause trauma to tissue, it swells. Especially when you cause blunt force trauma, like with a piercing gun. So, here you have this one-size-fits-all piece of jewelry, and you're causing blunt force trauma. It's going to embed. Basically, embedding is where the tissue tries to swallow up whatever foreign object has been placed in your body. So the earring is going to start sinking in on both sides and typically creating a irritation of tissue, so that tissue gets raw all around there. And I've had plenty of people come in and tell me they had to get an earring cut out of their ear because it was done with a gun and it got embedded and the skin grew over it. And that's terrifying. First of all, like, you know, you're just trying to get a piercing. You shouldn't have to be going to the doctor for something that could be avoided like that. But that's kind of besides the point. So they put this short earring in there. I've already said this 5 times. And your ear swells up and it eats the jewelry and it embeds. So I think in their minds, they were like, well, how do we fix this? We're not going to do any better procedures. We're not going to use needles, of course, because then we'd have to be actually trained in how to body pierce. We're just going to keep using the gun, and we're going to tell people that they need to twist their jewelry every, like, couple hours to keep it from getting embedded in their ear, right? Because that totally makes sense. Yeah, sound logic, guys. Good for you. So what they recommend is that you twist and turn your jewelry every couple hours. Don't do that. Don't do that. What you're actually doing when you are twisting and turning your jewelry like that, there's a few different things going on. So the main one is that you usually aren't washing your hands before you're fidgeting with your jewelry or twisting and turning it like they told you to, which means you are introducing bacteria from literally everything you just touched into an open wound in your body that's trying to heal. So that's going to slow down your healing process. It's going to cause irritation, and you are risking an infection in that way. Because who knows what the fuck you were just touching, especially like little kids. If they're piercing infants, and infants are supposed to be, or I guess infants don't think to turn their jewelry, but like a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, something like that, they're going to think they need to twist their jewelry, and they're going to go handle who knows what. Dog feces, like mud, animals in general, anything, you name it. They're going to go handle that, and then they're going to go, oh, I need to twist my jewelry, and they're going to twist it. So they just introduce all that grossness into their earlobe. That sounds great, right? It's not great. So you do risk an infection that way, as well as when a piercing is healing, it forms crust on the entrance and exit, right? And that crust is basically a protective layer. It's your body trying to heal things on the inside. And it's also from the sebum, the fluid that your body is secreting to try and heal that area. Your body sends white blood cells to a healing piercing to try and generate new tissue, right? White blood cells, collagen, all that fun stuff to try and heal that piercing, right? It's doing its job, right? And then if you're picking the crust off, you're introducing bacteria and you're tearing away the healthy tissue that was on the outside that was trying to form, kind of like a scab. So if you pick at a scab, you're going to create a scar, right? Because you're disrupting that healing process. And you're literally making it start over every time. And your body's getting frustrated at this point. Like, bruh, I'm just trying to do my job. Leave me the frick alone, right? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. So every time you disrupt that process, you're setting yourself back in healing. So you are actually making it take longer for your body to heal that piercing in general. As well as piercings typically heal from the outside in. So even if your piercing looks totally happy and healthy on the outside, because it's still raw on the inside, and if you're moving that jewelry back and forth, it's going to have little bits of crust stuck to the post. That crust is going to tear through the piercing channel, slowing down your healing process, basically making it start from scratch every time. So even though it looks happy on the outside, you just totally destroyed everything that it was trying to do on the inside. Hi, Moxie. Oh, so you're moving that crust through the piercing channel. You're disrupting everything that it's trying to do, and you are setting yourself back in healing. What I'm trying to say here is, if you have appropriately sized jewelry to start off with, that wasn't just shoved in your ear with blunt force trauma, you are significantly less likely to have the risk of jewelry embedding. So, if we remove that risk of it embedding, right, because Claire's is the one that, or not Claire specifically, but any place that uses a piercing gun, they're the reason that we have that risk anyways. If we remove that risk, then what's our reason for wanting to twist and turn the jewelry? Other than that's what we've been told since we were kids, you know. Continuing the cycle, and just feeding the same information to the next generation, and they're thinking, oh, well, this is what's always been done, and this is what we have to do, so we have to twist and turn it. And then you're coming back and seeing all sorts of issues, or you're having a harder time healing your piercing. It's literally taking longer because you're touching it and twisting and turning it the entire time. Essentially, all I'm saying is quit touching your piercings. Quit doing it. That also goes along with, I mean, Claire's is just full of bad information. So Claire's also sends you home with a cleaning solution that literally, if you read the ingredients list on there, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's some long scientific name thing. It's a big long jumble. Maybe I'll add it on there if I can remember. If you look up that main ingredient, guess what it says? Not meant for internal use. So, we kind of talked about this last time with tea tree oil, but a piercing is an open wound inside of your body. That means it's internal, right? So if something's not meant for internal use, why would we be putting it on a piercing? Doesn't make any sense. No. What I am saying is keep your dirty hands off your piercings. Your body's trying to do its own thing. It's trying to heal. It's got all the necessary components to try and heal whatever it is. And you're disrupting its healing process by picking at it, twisting it, turning it, introducing foreign bacteria into it. Your body does a really good job of healing things on its own. That's what it's meant to do. Most of the time anyways, unless you have like an autoimmune disorder or, you know. But it does its best. So usually, if you leave it the hell alone, leave it the hell alone, it's honestly going to do better than if you're trying to over clean it and overcompensate for it. Bodies are awesome. Like, they're really weird, miraculous things that are designed to heal themselves, to sustain themselves, to, you know, make things better. Okay, yeah, I decided not to go with eyeliner because I like this, like, soft, halo-y, glowy thing. I used a lot of shimmer shades today, so I'm very shiny. And that's okay because it's very warm out, so I'm going to be very shiny anyways. Okay, we're going to just call this good today. So, long story short, keep your hands off your piercings, right? Because they're gross, they're full of bacteria and all that nasty stuff. Honestly, the less you touch your piercing, the quicker it's going to heal. So leave it the hell alone. Right? As always, it was great to talk to you lovely folks, even though I'm talking to myself and losing my train of thought every 5 minutes. But if you have any questions about something maybe I didn't fully explain because I was really scatterbrained today, please let me know in the comments, or you can subscribe and like and do whatever it is you want to do. I'm on Instagram at Jaded Piercing, and I'm here. Okay, that was really cute face. So, as always, I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine if you're in it, or the rain if you're in it, or the snow. I don't know. Whatever your weather is like there. It's really freaking hot here. But whatever your weather is like, enjoy it, and I hope you have a fantastic day.